Hey everyone, Jeffrey Colon from Microsoft, adding my first video blog piece for LinkedIn Pulse. And if you're watching this or happen to be reading my latest piece, it is entitled 11 Books Every 21st Century Marketer Needs to Read. Of course, there are more than 11 books that every 21st century marketer needs to read. And of course, I only listed 10 books because in our read, write, remix culture in which we live in currently, it would be ridiculous of me to just give a definitive list. It's best if everyone else adds to that list in a collaborative sort of hive mind manner, because that's obviously the world that we live in due to the advent of various collaborative and emerging communication platforms. So a couple of the books on the list, one of the things I think that saddened me is there was only, I only had one book from a female author. And of course, if there are any good marketing books out there that people think sort of help in terms of the future, would love to know more about them. Definitely want more diverse viewpoints on these lists. We don't want everything to be made up of just people that look like me, so to speak. So, great book by Susan Cain, Quiet, The Power of Introverts in a World That Can't Stop Talking. The reason this book is actually really essential is because we have to learn, I think, as marketers, that the best knowledge that we have is by listening. There's a reason that biologically we have evolved to have 2 ears and 1 mouth. It actually inspired me to write in my upcoming book, Disruptive Marketing, how data punks, designers, and creative hybrids are reshaping brand strategy. There's a whole chapter I titled called ABL is greater than ABC, and what that means is always be listening is better than or greater than always be closing. So the best marketers actually now are introverted, not necessarily in the fact that they don't speak, but they are very good about listening to their audiences before going around and just gabbing and amplifying, which obviously is commonplace now in the marketing world due to the fact that everyone has a platform to amplify information. Another very good book on that list that I recommend all of you check out is by Frank Rose, The Art of Immersion, How the Digital Generation is Remaking Hollywood, Madison Avenue, and the Way We Tell Stories. This book was ahead of the curve. Came out in 2011. Really loved this book. Really explains the immersive state that we need to be in as marketers. How we have to understand the people we are trying to actually reach. And we only can do that through empathy and actually putting ourselves in their shoes. And that the transmedia storytelling journey that we see that's very popular within video game culture and other sort of niche markets needs to be adopted more, especially in sort of mass fields where they have not really paid attention to many of these trends. So would love for you to read the list and add to it. I left the 11th spot open for you to fill in and of course share your information with others. And I look forward to speaking to all of you on LinkedIn or on Twitter. Of course, seeing you in the next video blog series for LinkedIn Pulse. Feedback at DJGeoffe on Twitter, or follow me right here on LinkedIn. Thanks again, everyone.